This is Dabu7. An update here on the world stage. And to me, here on this world stage, they're making a big move on Syria in terms of going in and finishing the job and getting what Israel wants. To me, these world leaders are in on this. For some out there, this is too hard to accept. They can't accept that some of these world leaders that have fought wars and all this other stuff representing these countries are in bed together. What you're failing to see, or the first sign it tells me, is you haven't done your homework. You haven't seen that they have funded both sides of World War I, World War II, the Great Depression in this country, the whole nine. All the false flags. When you follow the bloodlines of these individuals, then it all starts to become clear. But you see, if you don't do that research, you're going to become lost. Especially if you're getting spoon-fed the lies that they feed you in school about how this world works. To me, this comes down to a hidden religion. They worship the fallen ones. Out of your Bible, some can call them aliens, you can call them demons, you can call them whatever you want. I'm telling you, these entities are here. This is what they worship. They fake all the other religions. They've sold us out of every color, every nationality, every religion to control us. And they're looking for ancient secrets. They're looking for buried technologies, hidden records, things of that nature. That is what this is all about. Indiana Jones on steroids. It's the same type of mission Hitler was hell-bent on. This is why he went to the monks asking where all this buried stuff was. That's what led him to Antarctica. This is also why all the Nazi scientists came to the United States after the war was done. Operation Paperclip. Do your research. The Bolshevik Revolution overthrew a family that was in power within Russia and did what? Installed the newer hierarchy that is completely in bed with Netanyahu. Oh, Trump is too. What does that mean? Does that mean there's Russian, American influence on the election and all this crap? Look, that's shenanigans. It's a puppet show to keep people taking the bait. Once you're fully awake, you see what's happening here on this world stage. These leaders are in on this. If you missed it last week, Tillerson came out and said what they're about to do in Syria. Full blown. He didn't bother telling the American people, but he told the students at Stanford. Why? Because that's where they pick their bonesmen. You people need to wake up quick. They're playing you out. Left and right. All the people of Russia has been played. Hell, I've got the people of Israel emailing me saying they've been played. The people of Saudi Arabia screaming they've been played. The UK, the same way. Ladies and gentlemen, pull your head out of the sand. Your fellow people across the globe are screaming to you that we've all been sold out. Can't you see a common theme here? Well, if they've sold us all out, that means they're working together behind the curtain. And that's exactly what has been happening. So now Netanyahu and Putin are discussing better coordination in Syria. How can this be? How can the United States, Russia, and Israel all be over there bombing the holy piss out of Syria this whole time? They've said that ISIS has been defeated this whole nine. Now what? What is there left to do? Well, in case you missed it, Tillerson let the cat out of the bag. They're going to take Assad out. Period. Regime change. Bottom line. In case you missed it. Go back. Do your own research. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. This man made the statements to the people at Stanford. Didn't want to tell no one else. This is also why Matt has come out right on the heels of it and reiterated the whole thing in a different style and basically saying, oh, we're going back into Syria. Oh, really? So, you have Turkey, Russia, the United States, Israel, all bombing the piss out of Syria. Damascus is next. I'm warning all of you. They're, in my opinion, walking this into biblical prophecy. The timing. If they wanted to level Damascus, they could have did it overnight. It's a timing thing. You must also look at the prophecies of Israel itself. Not one stone left unturned, that it will be struck. There's also prophecy that Russian troops will occupy Israel. Does that mean they're going to come over and just take it over? Or does that mean that they're going to come over to secure it? There's also talk of Russian troops in Old Constantinople, in Turkey's main capital, Ankara. Ancient Turkey. Do you know what they found there? The temple, the throne of Zeus, that the Germans hauled off and away out of there. There is ancient stuff sitting there of the fallen ones. It always comes back to this, ladies and gentlemen. You keep making excuses. Keep turning a cheek. Keep buying into one of their sides. Democrat, Republican, Russian, American, Israeli, London. Fuck all this crap. It's all labels. We are humans. They are dividing you. As long as you let them divide you, you lose. So keep sleeping. Time's ticking. You're not going to have real riders out here that are awake, fighting this fight forever. They're going to kill us, just like they kill everyone else. It's going to happen eventually. Some of you need to get up off your ass and start fighting the fight. Some people want to say, what's happened to the truthers out here? The truther community, where did they all go? What do you mean, where did they all go? We're still sitting here, screaming the truth. It's called censorship. At a whole new level, where this stuff does not get out to other platforms, where the truth does not get out there. Channels that used to pop off videos that had less than 100,000 subs used to get hundreds of thousands of views out here on YouTube. Today, channels even like mine that continue to grow on the daily, surpassing 500,000 subs on 2 different channels, can barely crack 20, 30,000 views a video. How's that? Censorship. Some of you better see what's going on. The fight's still being fought out here, but apparently some of you are not fighting it. You just go to different YouTube channels for entertainment. See what's going on. You don't give a damn about waking no one else up. Some of you've got to start fighting the fight. Because there's going to come a point where other cats are just not going to be around anymore. Whatever the reason. So you fall back asleep. Think Trump's going to save the day. Think Vladimir Putin is some real manly man. You know, all the shit that they've brainwashed you with, they want you to think this, or else they wouldn't have pushed it. I'm here to tell you, you've been lied to by the same upper brass that's controlling everything. And you better get it together, because it's your Russians, your Chinese, and all them that ultimately, and you, that have to stand up to your government and say, guess what? I'm not going and fighting them. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to fight the Russians in Syria. I'm not going to fight the Chinese wherever. I'm not doing it. If they want to pack their stuff up and they want to come over here and dare drop out of the sky to try to come and fight us, then bring it. We'll fight them then. But I'm not going around the globe fighting rich man wars for nothing. This is why I apologize to the people in Afghanistan, to the people in Iraq, in Syria, in all the other countries, Libya, that have been bombed to hell and back. All the innocent people that have died because of the hands in this country. I don't see no one else apologizing for this unjust crap. I do. And I'm fighting the fight here to try to awaken my fellow Americans to get up off their ass and remove this corruption. I can't do it alone. So, fall back asleep. Think Trump's going to do this for you. Netanyahu's going to do this for you. Putin's going to do this for you. It's shenanigans. They've sold you all out. Our power is in the people. When the Russians, the American people, all of us storm where they're at and you take back the power, that's when we're winning. Until the day you do that, you're still a slave. And don't you forget it. You have to rise up and do something. You have to be the change you seek. You have to remove the wickedness and corruption. What are y'all going to do? Sit back forever and say, okay, I know this guy just killed a bunch of babies. You're just going to let them keep on going? Or are you going to wait till it's babies that are close to your heart? Then it's going to be too late. You better wake up. This war machine is global. It's hell-bent on lying to you. And all the upper brass of Egypt, Saudi Arabia, London, the United States, the KGB, the Mossad, the CIA, they're all in on it against you. This is why we say Illuminati. To expose this truth and to kill off the deception and these evil entities that are locked here. These fallen ones that they worship, that they think they're the offspring of. This is why they call us the Goyim. On their Zionist Jesuit command, the Khazarian roots. They are fakes. And don't you forget it. They can't be both. They can't claim that they're God's people and related to the pharaohs. It doesn't work that way. In your Bible, God took his people, the Hebrews of all different color, out of Egypt, out of slavery, away from the pharaohs. So which is it? You claim that you're connected by blood all the way back to the pharaohs. And then also want to claim that you're God's chosen people and you do not hold the Sabbath. So which is it? You can't have both. We know what it is. They're frauds, posing as the chosen ones. And I'm here to tell all of you, you are God's chosen people. Don't you ever forget it. You are. You awaken.